Hello everyone, I am live. So, today I've decided I'm going to be playing some Dark Souls Remastered. What the hell is my VTuber doing? I have no clue what happened there. Anyway, yeah. Dark Souls. So, I do have some mods installed, but nothing too major. The only mods I've really got are better bonfires and consumable soul values. Aside from that, I haven't really got any major mods like Daughters of Ash or Age of Sunlight installed. So it's pretty much base game Dark Souls with a few things changed. So with that said, I actually have to log out because what's my last character? Huh. Nice. Now, what class do I want to start with? Let's go with... Let's go Cleric. See? No. I'm gonna be a sorcerer. See? Yeah, I will be a Cleric. Then for my starting gift, I'm going to take a pendant. That is the actual reason. Let's go restore a noble. For the hair, we'll go swept back. And for a colour, we'll go silver. Right, I'm not going to do anything else character-wise, so let's do this.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
No matter how many times I see that opening cutscene, it's still really, really good. I think it's my favourite in the whole series.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Okay, right, so here we go. So I'm gonna mention this isn't my first playthrough. I have played this game many times. I've finished it many times. Yeah. Yeah, I just felt like playing Dark Souls in today's stream. So yeah. Now, whether or not I'll do a whole game on stream, well, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. How are you guys doing? So here's our first bonfire. So we don't really have any other spells right now, so we just gotta move forward. Now the question is, should I try to punch the asylum demon to death? I could, but I'm not going to. And yes, as you can see, the bonfire here is gone, meaning the better bonfire spot is in fact working. Now, I might actually at some point do some play some of the major mods that actually changed up the game quite a bit. Just like I might play Age of Sunlight, I might do Dawn of Wrath, stuff like that.
You. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Thank you, Oscar. Right, so let's go. You grab this. This is our talisman for casting spells. Here we go. And parried. Alright. So here we are back at the asylum demon. Whoops. I was trying to do a jump attack, but take that, and how did I miss? There we go. Right. So we got a big pilgrim's key and a humanity from that. Anyway. Now I'm going to show why I got the pendant. So first things first, I'm going to come on here, pick up this whole Rust and Death, and as you see the soul's value bot is working. So it's showing how much each consumable soul will give me. So over here is Lucky Cool, and we're going to give him the pendant. So drop. Yeah. So I need to reload the game in order for the items to change. So, going to quit out and then go back in. And the pendant should be changed to a different item.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Souvenir of Reprisal. That is a Covenant item. And it is an item for the Blade of a Dark Moon Covenant.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. LORDRAN.
Right, and here we are at Firelink Shrine. The hub area of the first Dark Souls. So off that corpse you'll get 3 Mardi. And if you come up here, walk to the back of this, you will get 6 fire bombs. Fire bombs when thrown will inflict some fire damage to your opponent. Now we'll talk to NPCs after we've picked up all the items, so let's go do that first. Over here is that all the lost and dead. Then if we drop down here, we'll find some chests. And this first one has 6 so much bones. When those are used, they will take you to the last bonfire you rested at. Over here is a Morning Star and a Talisman. And over here is 4 Cracked Eye Orbs. Cracked Eye Orbs allow you to invade another player when you're online. And over here, it's 4 Lord's Talismans. 4 Lord's Talisman, for what Lord's Talismans do, they stop people from healing using Estus, meaning you can stop players healing when you're invading them. Anyway, I actually don't recommend fighting these skeletons early if you can get away with it. Well, let me phrase it. I don't recommend fighting them if you are a new player, as they will kill you. There we go. A large soul of lost and dead. Those give you 400 souls. So over here, I'm going to quickly heal. Anyway, this item is the Caduceus Round Shield. That shield is more based around blocking magic. Certain shields block certain stuff better than others. It's like the Caduceus Round Shield is better at blocking magic, certain shields are better at blocking fire or lightning, so on and so forth. There we go. So let's take a look. So, our East-West shield is the starting shield of a cleric. Now, damage reduction. It has 88 points to your physical reduction. That means every time we take a physical attack, we will block 88% of the damage. However, it's not going to block 100%, so we'll still take some damage while we're being hit. Now, it has 40 magic defense, 30 fire and 65 lightning. So this is a good shield for blocking physical, but decent at blocking lightning. 44 stability. Stability is basically the stat that is built around how many hits you can block before your stamina gets broken. Well, stamina being the green bar under our health. Let's take a look at this shield. So the physical guard is worse, but you have 65 magic resistance. This is a good shield for a boss early on, and I will use that shield against that boss to show you what I mean. So over here is another large soul of a lost and dead. Yes, I am going to pick up all the items down the graveyard. Okay, so we've got a giant skeleton here. That is the winged spear. Quite a decent early game weapon. Okay, that hurt. So that hit off my health. Now you'll notice in the middle of the screen down my character, there was a bar building up. That was a bar for blood loss. And if that bar gets filled up all the way, the blood loss will trigger and you'll take quite a large chunk of damage. And there's our first death. Oh, god damn it. I caught too many there. So. Huh? Why was there a random Titanite sword just lying next to a bonfire? I'm confused. I am very confused. And before we go back down to the graveyard, talk to the back here for another soul lost and dead, and let's take a look at the stats required to use a winged spear. So, I need 13 strength and 15 dexterity. So I need to level up a total of 3. So 1 more time for strength, and then I need 5 for dex, so that is 6 levels. Like I said, the winged spear is a pretty decent weapon early game, so if you've picked it up, don't hesitate to use it. Anyway, there's another soul lost and dead. Now, I will mention we can go back to the Undead Asylum, and we will be doing that eventually. It's not straight away. And whoops. I forgot to log out of the game. Yeah, I forgot to mess around with my settings to make it so I'm not automatically logged back in when I log out. Whoops. Anyway, when you see a skeleton doing that, it means they're going to try to parry you. So a jumping attack is a good way to stop them from getting the parry off. I mean, like I said, I'll get all the 3 items down now. Yep, that skeleton's trying to parry me, so jumping attack. Also, notice when I'm hitting these skeletons with my mace, they're breaking apart, and certain weapons in the game will make skeletons stagger, and their stagger animation is their bones kinda separating. And if you hit them with a jumping attack with a mace, it doesn't just make them break apart, it also makes them I actually had no idea that the mace, jumping attack with a mace could do that to a giant skeletons. That is news to me. It's good to know. Oh! Okay, so 4 skeletons are guarding a weapon by wire pickup. But unfortunately, they kills me again. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the suicide run method, which is basically running into a graveyard, grabbing my souls, grabbing the item, then running back without killing anything. Now, I want to keep as much of my stamina as possible to get through this. So do that. Okay, and then run. Right. Grab weapon. That is the Zweihander. It is a very good strength weapon. And that would binoculars. Now, ow. Okay. So we're going to do that run one more time to pick up my souls. Actually, if I do this right, I had a wrong button there. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to run back to the graveyard, grab my souls, and as soon as I've got them, I'm immediately gonna try to use a homeward bone. If I'm fast enough, I'll be able to pick my souls and use a homeward bone fast enough for the skeletons not to reach me and get back to the bonfire. And there we go. Simple as that. Right. So, the Morning Star. The Morning Star is another mace type weapon, but unlike the standard mace, it has a blade on it. So every time I strike an enemy with a Morning Star, it will cause bleed build up and eventually the bleed will trigger. So yeah. So, the Zweihander. It is a ultra great sword, and it has been used in a meme build known as a Giant Dart. If you've been a fan of, if you've been a Dark Souls player, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So you need 24 strength and 10 dexterity to use this. However, you can get full stats really early. You've got a really powerful sword to use. I'm not going to go for that straight away. So for this build, I think I will do a strength faith build, and I'm going to use my consumable souls real quick. There we go. Okay, so. This is where the better bonfire spot comes in. So you notice, I have a warper birdie. Usually, you don't get the warper birdie until you get the Lord Vessel. But because I have the better bonfire spot, I have the warper birdie unlocked from the beginning. So yeah. And I'm going to level up. And I'm going to put my strength up to that. I'm going to put my faith up to 15. My dexterity up to 10. And my health and attunement both up to 12. So you go. Now, before we head up to Undeadburg, I went wrong way. Let's talk the NPCs.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So yeah, this guy's known as the Crestfallen Warrior.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Right.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever.
Sorry about that. I was
You might.
something now. Oh, whoops.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You... What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool. Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions. I'm not up for chatting.
Okay, that's the end of his first order dialogue. So now let's go speak to a guy up here. This is Petrus of Poland.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this. As a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Okay, so Poland sells some miracles here. So he has a homemade miracle, which is basically a homemade bone in the form of a miracle. He also has force, which creates a shockwave and knocks enemies back. Seek guidance, which I believe reveals more summon signs when used. So yeah, he has heal, which is one we start with. He has great heal excerpt, which is a greater heal. And yeah. That's it.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Anyway, we gotta start heading up to the Undead Burg now. So yeah. There we go. Just a bit of that. Now, that item on the underside of this bridge here, we could grab it by jumping that ledge right there, but I'm going to show you another method that makes it a hell of a lot easier. First off, kill these guys. So before we go up there, come over here. Be sure to heal up just in case. And then just walk off. Don't run off, walk. And then yeah. Just walk on the side here and there you go. Ring of Sacrifice. What the Ring of Sacrifice does is, if you die, you will not lose any of your souls or humanity that you currently have. But the ring will break upon dying, so yeah. There's another type of ring called the Rare Ring of Sacrifice, which does the same thing, but also stops you from being cursed. And there is a certain point where a Rare Ring of Sacrifice will actually be mandatory. We'll get to that if we get to that, if I stream this again. What the? Game locked low there. Short sword. Nice. Short sword is a bad weapon. There are better ones, but short sword is a good starting weapon. If you don't like any weapons, you'll easy. So come over here. Grab this. And what is that undead doing? Okay, that undead sometimes hangs out back there. And then sometimes he just wanders over to a ladder. Okay. So once again, heal up. Now you can actually lock these guys off before they ambush you, so go ahead and do that. Then climb up that. There. Yeah, I don't know why this undead ends up doing this these days. I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch that happens in Remastered, but I'm not sure. And here we go. Yeah, there's another soul for Lost Undead. Now we go and say hello to a Hellkite Drake. We're going to be seeing him again. Space tab. Okay, come over here, open this, and we'll get the wooden shield. Now, the wooden shield is actually better than the shield we're currently using. It has 93% physical reduction and a stability of 52, I think that's it. Hold on. Yeah. However, it has a weight of 1.5, and now, as I mentioned, each equipable item in the game has a weight to it, and the heavier equipment you are equipped with, the slower your character moves. So you'll notice I'm rolling a lot slower than I was, and this is what we call a mid-roll. However, if I was to equip my East West shield, this is our fast roll. Now, I'm going to keep our East-West shield on for now, however, we're not going to be equipped with it permanently. Okay, now you'll notice, that went from 13 damage to 110. Now, I'm not sure if that's trying to tell me that the bleed effect did trigger, but I think it might have. Okay, yes, one
Well now,
of our
once you've
first
had your wits about you,
merchants in the game.
then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Now, there's going to be multiple items you're going to want to get from this person. So, those items are going to be the residence key, the repair box or bottomless box, as well as the heater shield. Our heater shield blocks 100% physical reduction and has a stability of 55%, which is really good. And it has a weight of 2.0. This is one of the best early game shields and can last you the entire game. So now you may want to buy from this merchant is a bow and some arrows. But we'll get to that later, as we do not have the souls from right now. I could use the consumable souls in my inventory, but I'm going to save them for now. And there's that guy down. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna show off heal real quick. Yep, that's what it does. Literally heals you for a small amount. There we go. Right, climb this ladder. And then we're going to grab this item, and then we're going to do a run and jump from this roof over to this building. And this is the building that this is the building where we went through the fog wall earlier. So down here. So yeah, right here was where the fog wall was earlier on. And obviously this is where Hellkite first showed up. Right then. Now notice I am still mid-rolling even though I have the heater shield equipped. That's because of my Morning Star. The Morning Star is actually heavier than the main. Actually no, they have the same weight. Huh, didn't know that. I am actually surprised I didn't realise that. Huh. Right. So here's our first bonfire outside of Firelink, and just stand. So Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to use some humanities, and I'm going to go over what we do. So, humanities, when consumed, get added to your humanity counter, which is next to your health bar and your stamina. They also heal you for a good amount. Then, so what else they do is you can offer humanity to a bonfire to virtual hollowing and become human. Now this will let you summon other players to help you with the areas you're in, but also it opens you up to be invaded by other players as well. And then I'm going to offer the second humanity up to kindle the bonfire. Kindle now, when you light a unlit bonfire, when you rest at it, straight away you get a base Estus amount of 5. However, when you kindle a bonfire for the first time, the Estus you get from resting at a kindled bonfire goes up to 10. Now, bonfires can be kindled further with an item called the Rite of Kindling, which we need to defeat a certain boss. And these days I always do that boss early game, so yeah. I'm going to do this hollow. Ooh, hollow soldier armor. Nice. And do a quick jumping attack on him. So, these guys up here are chucking fire bombs at me. So I'm just going to hug the right side of the wall and walk my way across. And I failed that point. Now that door has a hollow on the other side that is going to kick it down. Just like that. And I'm going to circle around his back and stab him in the back. Even more with this. I got a hollow soldier waistcloth. Nice. Yeah, as I was saying, with this weapon you're not really backstabbing enemy, you're more like bashing them in the back. Same when you parry them. Only you're bashing them. Anyway, this chest here has some black fire bombs. They're the same as the normal fire bombs, but they do more damage. Simple as that, really. Right, okay, up here. You see there's 3 hollows. One in the back throws fire bombs, so the other 2 will come running at you as soon as you're in their line of sight. So, I'm going to equip black fire bombs into my upper and... You son of a gun! Okay, that hollow doesn't usually do that. That one literally usually starts just throwing fire bombs. It's very rare for them to run at you. What's this one dropped? Battle Axe. Okay, so Battle Axe is the starting weapon of the Hunter class. And it's actually one of the best starting weapons in the game. At least in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to sneak up on one of these guys. And here we go. We'll see you down. Need the soul of the lost undead. Now, before running straight forward, climb this tower, as there is an archer at the top who will start shooting at you down there if you go down there without coming up here to kill him. Now, before we go down, right, so that door's locked. You need the residence key to unlock that. Now, there are 3 hollows here. There's 2 with swords, 1 with a spear around the corner. Now, if I had a bow, I could use the bow to pull these guys one at a time. Alright, 2 fire bombs to take off those ones, and then there's this guy right here. Now then, if you're a new player, come down these stairs at your own risk. This enemy is a Black Knight, and these guys are, they can be considered mini bosses. These guys are really strong. They have some heavy armor, a heavy big shield, and this one has a pretty strong sword. Now, this one you can sneak up and get a backstab, but almost every time, as soon as you get behind him, he'll immediately turn around for you, can even backstab him. So it's not 100% foolproof, but I'm gonna try to get a backstab. And there we go. Now we're going to back up. And the easiest way to take these guys down is to either tease them with backstabs or parry them to death. Alright, like I said, if you're a new player who's not used to how the parrying system works, I highly recommend not fighting these guys straight away. As for timing on parrying these guys can be really, really annoying to do. And here we go. And I got a Titanite chunk, which is another weapon upgrade material. Now, excuse me. Now, Black Knights do have a chance to drop their shields and their weapons, but it isn't 100% chance. Anyway, as you can see, I just triggered a trap there. That hollow usually kicks down with that flaming barrel. You get halfway up the stairs, so when you start running up and he kicks the barrel, immediately turn around and run back down. Now, if I had picked the master key for my starting gift, I would have been able to go through this door and go down the tower. And at the bottom of the tower is a very, very strong NPC who can literally one-shot you. However, that NPC, if you kill him, he has a very good ring. Now then, inside these barrels here, there is something called a crystal lizard. And they drop twinkling titanite when you kill them. And twinkling titanite can be used to upgrade boss weapons. There we go. Now there is a limited amount of twinkling titanite in the game. Also, a limited amount of crystal lizards in the game. Oh, I think there is a merchant somewhere that does sell twinkling titanite. However, I think I might be thinking about a wrong Souls game, yeah, because it could be Dark Souls 3 that's in. I'm going to heal ya, and our first main boss is here. So I'm going to take these off and let's see. I'm going to check my inventory, see if there's anything going on. Okay. So I'm going to equip I'm going to equip the East-West shield. That way I have my fast roll. So we're fighting the boss. This is a Taurus demon. So, you remember how we did a plunging attack onto Asylum Demon? Well, guess what we're doing now? Ow! Anyway, after enough hits, I should get a bleed effect off. And you'll notice I staggered the Taurus demon there. Ow. Oh! Oh, god damn it. Oh, okay. Yep, that just happened. Okay, so I'm this hollow. Since the door's already open, sometimes he'll just come running straight round the corner. Here you go over that bridge. Anyway, I've noticed when you run past those windows there, that hollow tends to aggro. Up. And face that hollow doing the firebomb stuff I talked about earlier. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention earlier is the merchant that we got the heater shield from. If you kill him, he actually drops the Uchi Katana, which at this stage in the game is really good. Because the Uchi Katana has a bleed effect. It's actually one of the best early game bleed weapons you can get. Right. So there's my souls. And I'm gonna have to go up the ladder to kill the archers again. I'm sure you've noticed by now, but whenever you die, or rest our bonfire, all the enemies you killed respawn. Right, this time I'm not going to do a plunging attack. Instead, I'm going to throw some firebombs at him as soon as he comes down. Specifically with black firebombs, since they do more damage. And there we go. Taurus Demon instead. Something I forgot to mention with Taurus Demon. He does have a chance of dropping his weapon when you kill him, so keep that in mind. Something I forgot to mention earlier. You have humanity, and your humanity counter up in the top left there. it actually increases your item drop rate, so enemies have a higher chance of dropping items. But it also increases certain stats. So your bleed, poison and curse resist, I believe, goes up for more humanity you have. Along with your items. Anyway. Notice this bridge. It has scorch marks and a burnt up corpse over there. You remember our free Hellkite Drake? Well, walk out a little, yeah? Walk back. There he is. Anyway, we're gonna come down these stairs and meet the best NPC in the Souls franchise.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Ah, Soler, we love you, man. Right then, moving on. So yeah, Soler gave us a white sign soapstone, and that allows us to put our summon sign down for other players to possibly summon us to help them in their worlds. Now, I'm going to mention something now. So, at this point, right here, if you have a bow, you can shoot at Hellkite's tail to chop it off to get the Drake sword, which at this point in the game is really, really powerful, and the Drake sword is very useful up until Sen's Fortress. Now then, so notice I went down these stairs from on top of a bridge. If we come over here, kick this ladder. This ladder will take us back to the bonfire we started at. Now, I'm not going to rest over bonfire. What I am going to do is I'm going to go back and see that merchant. I'm going to go get the residence key. Then I'm going to go pick up the items that we missed. Going to a Taurus demon. Excuse me. And then I'm going to that's all top the spear. Nice. But yeah, once I've picked up the item we missed, I'm going to go back up the ladder and then go past Hellkite to get to the next one.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave. Oh, this one. Ain't she lovely? Her name is Yulia. She's plumb in love with me. You'd never leave my side now, would you, Yulia? Oh, you can forget it. I'm all that she needs. Careful! She'll bite your little fingers off. Be kind, Yulia, be kind. Now, don't squander your time chatting. You need to look over my wares. Now, don't squander. You need.
Okay, we've gone through all his dialogue. So yeah, that's it. Right, get the key. Get the boxes. And don't bother with the short bow, as we're going to be getting a better bow
Oh, thank
pretty
you.
soon.
Come back soon.
Anyway, so the bottomless box will allow us to manage our inventory, our bonfire, and the repair box will allow us to repair our equipment at the bonfire. Pretty simple. Anyway, here's where we use the key. So quickly come in here, come around here, and this is the chest we saw earlier. This is gold pine resin. And know what? We're not going to take the ladder back. Actually, no, we are going to take the ladder next to the bonfire back up, as if we don't, we might get burned alive if we go the way I was going to go. So here's a bonfire, so climb it, and there, yeah. I'll show you how we'll get past Hellkite. So, first off, let me show you what happens. So as soon as you pop your head out, Hellkite will refire. And you'll notice you killed the horrors and anything. So, what we're going to do, we're going to run up, and we're going to get into this corner over here. Then, we're going to wait for Hellkite to jump down off his perch, and we're going to run as soon as he jumps. And run for our tray that's underneath him. Right. And this is the best method for getting to this bonfire. Now, you could shoot him with an arrow if you've got a bow. And that does work. Now, coming over here does make Hellkite fly off. So you can try to do, but I wouldn't recommend doing it at this point, is killing the Hellkite Drake. As Hellkite does drop, I believe, it's a large titanite chunk. I think. Can't remember. Anyway, these items here. One was a claymore, and the other Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Now a claymore, just like some of the other weapons I've mentioned, pretty decent. It has a scaling of C in both strength and dex. And while it does require both stats to use, it's primarily a strength weapon. And since we are at a new bonfire, I am going to use all my consumable souls, and I am going to level up. Right, so we have 6,060 souls. Now, something I didn't mention earlier. Every time we level up the amount of souls we need to level up increases. So that's something important to remember. Now, also I went over equip load earlier. You can increase your equip load by leveling up your endurance. For now, I want to see how many levels I can get. 6. Okay, so for now, I'm going to level up my faith once. I'm going to put 3 levels into strength so I can use the claymore. And I'm going to put 2 into endurance to get my equip load up. The morning stars done as well. It's time for a claymore. Now we are mid-rolling. And we're still mid-rolling with Vita Shield. But I'm going to keep these things equipped right now, and then yeah. Right. So let's take out this hollow first. There you go. Now, something I'm gonna do, I'm going to unequip my character's shirt to get to fast roll. Right. Now then. At the top of this tower is another Black Knight. And one up here has a great sword. And something I should mention, that great sword, if he drops it, is a ultra great sword in our hands. Yep, there he is. Now I'm going to use the gold pine resin to apply lightning to my weapon. And this will increase the damage I'm doing during this fight. Now you can parry this Black Knight, however, this Black Knight specifically is actually easier to backstab him. Now you'll notice that he blocked my attack, but I still did damage. That's because the Black Knight shield has 100% physical reduction, but it doesn't 100% block lightning damage. Now unfortunately, that Black Knight didn't drop the great sword. It would be nice if he did, because I will use that for my main weapon, considering I'm doing a strength faith build. But yeah, he didn't drop it. Anyway, over here. So you see, what I like to do is so yeah, you actually have a level skip you can do, which would be running past the hollows, up the stairs on the right, onto that bridge those 2 hollows up there on top of, and then jumping down off the bridge through the gate. And I just realised that hollow that went through the gate didn't close it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, as I was saying that. So what I was going to do was go back to a bonfire before that hollow shut the gate. Then I was going to show you a skip. But unfortunately, the hollow being returned. So we're going to have to go through a level normally. Well, I can still show you the method once I have the gate open. So, right. So that armored bow will get aggroed pretty quickly. So what you want to do is just come out here and walk over here nice and slow so you don't aggro a bow. Once you're over here, go ahead and run up the stairs. Now as soon as you're up the stairs, the archers will get aggroed. Which is fine. You know, see that archer's crossbow bolt bounced off my shield and I took 0 damage. That is the 100% physical damage reduction working. Now notice I got some alluring skulls. These alluring skulls can be used on the bow. And what they do is they gain the attention of enemies. So throw them there. And now the bow should start setting itself on fire. Yep, there we go. Now you'll notice this bow has one part where he doesn't have armor. God damn it! Yeah, what I was trying to do before when the ball came out of fire was I was trying to do a running jump off the bridge and trying to do a plunging attack on to a ball. But you can't actually do that. Right, so before going out, wait for that hollow that's walking down the stairs to come towards you. Eventually he'll start running, and yeah. Okay. Here we go. The ball's dead. Now the ball does have a chance of dropping the helmet that it's wearing. Alright, if that one doesn't, there's two more balls like it's in the game. And if the first one of balls doesn't drop it, the last one will. As there are certain enemies that are unique in the game. And after you kill the last variation of a unique enemy, they will drop their unique item. Anyway, that hollow usually tries to lead you into a trap, but if you're quick enough, you can get behind him and stab him in the back. Anyway, what will happen is the hollow would beat you into those two enemy into enemy out of the stairs around the corner there, and then he would start attacking you along with him. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. Whenever you block an enemy's attack and the attack bounces off your shield, if you immediately hit them after they bounce off, you do a bit more damage than you would normally. It's like, I was going to try to show you an example there. But you can also, hitting those guys, I was doing 57 damage per hit. However, if I had blocked their attack before hitting them, and then hit them, my attack would have done more damage than what it was already doing. Anyway, in these stairs, there's another fog warrior. Now, before going left, come over to the right. These enemies are called Border Knights, and this one is guarding a item. Ah, I failed to backstab. There we go. Good for Night Shield. Now that specific Boulder Knight was using a buckler for its shield, and those ones still have a chance to drop a buckler. There's another variation of the Boulder Knight that uses the Boulder Shield. And also uses what is considered the best dex weapon in the game. Yeah, this one's here. So this one has a Boulder Shield, and the sword this one is using is called the Boulder Side Sword, which is considered to be one of the best dex weapons in the entire game. Right up there with the Silver Knight Straight Sword, the Silver Knight Spear, and the Great Scythe. Anyway, so to mention, you can't saw it. So if you just come out here blindly without knowing, you can't get into a pincer attack because there's a hollow on the left, on the right, and the Boulder Knight on the left. The idea when coming out of that archway is to immediately go left and run straight over Boulder Knight as he echoes immediately. Now we're gonna come down here. And this will bring us to the other side of the gate, the hollow locked earlier. And did I really miss that? There we go. Anyway, this is the basement key. This will allow us to get to lower Undead Berg. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the bonfire. And I'm going to show you what the method would have been for doing the level skip. If I hadn't let that hollow lock the gate earlier on. So, first off, of course I've already killed the boar, so the boar's not there. But let's just, because I'm going to show you how a level skip would work, let's just say the boar's still there. So, at this point that hollow's aggro. So, what you would do is, you would run out here, up the stairs, run past these guys, jump, and roll on through. That's the level skip. And you can do that while the boar's still alive, while the hollow that locks the gate is still alive, and you can actually run past the hollow before he gets through. And he'll actually still lock the gate, but the gate you'll already be through the gate by the time the hollow gets through, and the gate is locked. Meaning you'll be able to kill the hollow that locks it, and then immediately open the gate again. You've gotta be quick. Right, got a spear. Now, something I decided I haven't done, I didn't kindle the bonfire that's at the sunlight altar. Yes, that is what that bonfire is called. Anyway, here's another Boulder Knight. Now, something I'm gonna mention is that if you want a Boulder Side Sword, get ready for a farm, cause that thing has a 0.5 chance of dropping. Anyway, the halberd. It's not a bad weapon. However, personally, in my opinion, the halberd was actually at his best in Demon Souls. So much so that on the remake of Demon Souls on the PS5, my first character, I did a full playthrough of that game using a halberd through the entire thing. I didn't unequip it once. Yeah, the halberd is just that damn good at Demon Souls. Some hollows will heal themselves, and it is pretty annoying. But it's nothing we can't handle. Right, so next I'm going to come in here. And this is a knight of Barbarianique. And they use their weapon is actually the same weapon the cleric class starts with, but their shield is called the Tower Shield. And of course, the Tower Shield is a great shield. Pretty decent for my foot. And maybe he dropped a tiny shot. And over here, a very important item. The Firekeeper Soul. What you do with them is you take them to a Firekeeper, and the Firekeeper you give it to will upgrade your Estus flask. And if I remember correctly, the Estus flask can be upgraded a maximum of 12 times, but there's a very limited amount of Firekeeper Souls you can get during one playthrough, so if you want to max out the Estus flask, you have to do it in New Game Plus. Possibly New Game Plus too. Anyway, there is one of two blacksmiths that can be your first.
If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Now, Andre is the most important blacksmith at this point. So, since we're going to be playing a strength build, we're not using the weapon yet, so I'm not going to upgrade it yet. I'm going to upgrade my claymore to start with, then I'm going to upgrade the Spyhander once.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh? There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But Ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider Ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services. You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well. You can forge armor, with it, but not so.
So yeah, that's all of his dialogue. So, something I'm going to mention that not many Souls players who play these games on videos or live streams mention is that upgrading.
Self-killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Upgrading a weapon you're already using, we've already been using, that is size durability lowered, actually repairs the weapon as well, putting its durability back up to its max. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, before we rest up our bonfire, we're going to come over here and we're going to talk to another NPC that is considered a fan favourite.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
So yeah, Siegmeyer of Katarina. Also known as the Onion Knight, because of the shape of his armour. Anyway, with this bonfire, I am going to rest at it, and I am going to reverse my hollowing, and I'm going to kindle it. You'll notice I haven't used any of my consumable humanities recently, but I still have humanities up in my counter effect. That is because not certain enemies, but at certain points, enemies you kill, well, along with souls, there will also be humanity included with the souls. So yeah, something important to remember. Anyway, we got a mystery key earlier. We're gonna be using it pretty soon. A lot sooner than you might think. Now, up here, you gotta be careful. That enemy dancing over there is a channeler. And he casts spells. And that dance he did buffs the hollows around him. And these hollows, yeah, that damage from these hollows is from the buff the channeler put on them. I wasn't sure I actually hit that one, holy crap. Oh man. Okay. Up. Well then. So let's come back here. Lost Soul of a Nameless Soldier. That gives you 1,000 souls, and He's just aggroed with Boulder Knights downstairs. Now, Gaia, this is another player, so let's go ahead and summon. Now, what was summoning?
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse. Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight LORDRAN of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only... Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
Okay, so here we are, our boss. See, what summoning does is allows you to summon help with certain areas, but summoning also makes enemies and bosses stronger. Now, you notice I did a second summon, That other summon isn't a player. I actually summoned the NPC Soleil. And for my character, he's actually a pretty important NPC. As whenever you kill a boss with a warrior of sunlight summoned, you get a sunlight medal. And the warriors of sunlight are going to be a very important covenant for this character. And nice, one of the gargoyles dropped their halberd. And there we go. Thank you Gaia and thank you Soleil. Anyway, that boss gives us 20 humanities and we got a sunlight medal for summoning Soleil. And here is the better bonfires mod in play once again. The better bonfires mod has given me a bonfire at the bottom of the Undead Church bell tower, making things easier. So, climb up these two ladders here. And ring the bell. Right. I'm going to use the consumables hose on my inventory, and then when we get back down the ladder we're going to level up. And then we're going to go down to Firelink Shrine. However, we're not going to warp using the warp function. We're actually going to take the shortcut from the Undead Church. As if you remember when you were talking to the Crestfallen Knight earlier, he mentioned that there is a lift that goes...
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Park. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Yeah, if you remember earlier on, the undead, mostly the Crestfallen Knight, mentioned that the lift between the Undead Church and Firelink was broken. We're going to be using that lift. As all we really need to do is activate the lift to use it.
Thou art welcome anytime. It is only human to commit a sin.
Now then, what I probably should do is I should save my souls. Oh yeah, the better bonfires mod allows you to upgrade your Estus flask without the need of a firekeeper. I forgot to mention that. So that's how you do it in Dark Souls 3. So I'm going to do that right here. Here we go. Henry. I'm going to now put my faith up to 20. Going to put my my endurance up to 12. I'm going to put 2 points into strength and 1 into vitality. I forgot to mention this, but vitality actually increases your health. Endurance, while increasing your equip load, also increases your stamina. Attunement increases the amount of attunement slots you have for magic, like from equipping spells, miracles, and pyromancy. Oh yeah. Thanks for that bonfire after the gargoyles. These guys have respawned. I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute, why are these guys? alive again. See, we forgot. Anyway, I'll be ending this via stream soon. As I did promise my friends I'd chat to them a bit. So yeah. Anyway, this is the lift Quest Forum was talking about. That takes us back to Firelink. Yeah, here we are. So usually, if I didn't have that mod, that lets me that bonfire mod, after getting the Firekeeper soul, you would have come down these stairs, and there's an NPC, right? Yeah, she is a Firekeeper. You have talked to her to upgrade to Estus. Loud track.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Okay. So Lautrec does have a quest line. And I am going to do it.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide. Don't you ever think to forge your weapons? You'd better find a smith box soon. Unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments. What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it. Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen. How did that silly sorcerer's apprentice end up? You know, the one always prattling on about Master Logan. He left for the Undead Burg, but never came back. Serves him right. If even old Big Hat can't make it out there, what chance does he have? I hope he enjoys his new life as a hollow. I'm not...
Okay. So, something I forgot to mention earlier. So, with Petrus there, you can actually give him souls to tell you of the undead mission he has, but you don't really need to. So, I'm going to do one more boss, and then after that boss, I'm going to call the stream for today. Yeah, we know which one I'm gonna do. Got a hollow sword, how nice. So we're gonna have to come this way. Now there is, oh, whoops. Now there is going to be a pretty strong enemy between me and the next area. So I'm gonna want to rest our bonfire. Now, how many Titanite do I have? Okay. So I don't have any swords. Right. So this is a Titanite demon. And these things are really, really strong. However, you kill them and they drop demon Titanite. So a guide there with these guys is to get in close and try to stick as close to them as possible. That way they shouldn't be able to hit you. However, we do have a grab attack with that weapon of theirs. So you need to watch out for that. We essentially find these things is this. Being patient. And there we go. Oh, and like many of the enemies in this game, they do have a chance to drop their weapon, which is the Titanite catch pole. Which again is another dex weapon that's considered to be one of the best. Anyway, welcome to Darkwood Garden. Okay, so we see that bush in the ground there. That's actually one of these trees here. You can actually hit them before they wake up. Kind of like that. And it's useful for getting a preemptive strike on them. So come on here. Get this large soul nameless soldier, which again, worth 1,000 souls. Now, do you know there's actually a bonfire here? Usually. Yep, it's here. That's right, I'm going to use another emergency this way. And actually I didn't need to. I just realised that. Whoops. Oh well, it keeps my item discovery up. So I'm gonna go ahead and kindle this. Now, conscious assistant, if you're using the claymore, two-hand your weapon. And do not pick up that item straight away. There's 3 trees surrounding it. As soon as you pick that item up, they'll wake up and they'll more than likely hit you all at the same time and one-shot you. I have that happened to me in the past, so just be careful. Anyway, these enemies drop different types of mobs. The first type is purple, which gets rid of poison build up and also heals you from being poisoned. The second is blood red moss, which gets rid of bleed build up. And the third is blooming purple moss, which gets rid of toxin. And toxin is basically a stronger version of poison. Anyway, we got a large soul of lost and dead. Before we go that way, because that way is towards the boss, we're going to come over this way. Past this tree. As there are some items that I want to grab. These guys, when you kill them, they have a chance to drop a item called a green blossom. A green blossom is a consumable item that increases how fast your stamina recovers. And that increased stamina recovery speed lasts for a limited time, but it's really useful. Now you'll see a enemy lying on ground there. Those are called stone guardians and they are the guardians of the forest you're in. Now, I'm not running all the way forward, as if I do, some of those enemies that drop green blossoms will jump out of the river below. And I don't want to have them aggroed at the same time as the knight. As we say, stone guardians. Now, what they just used for is a miracle called Tranquil Walk of Peace. And what Tranquil Walk of Peace does is it slows your character down to be really slow. And when Tranquil Walk of Peace is active, good luck trying to dodge, because Tranquil Walk of Peace basically makes it so you can't dodge. Anyway, there's the green blossoms I was talking about. Over here is the Soul of a Proud Knight worth 2,000 souls. Now we're going to come up these stairs here, and there is another stone guardian at the top. There he is. Anyway, after taking those guys down, Tranquil Walk of Peace does end as soon as you kill them. And we go wolfing. Now, if we jump back over there, it'll just take us back near the bonfire, so we're not actually going to go that way. So we're going to go back on ourselves and continue in the direction that we could have gone earlier. Excuse me. Right, so there's quite a bit we can do here. First off, there is a stone guardian here. Remove some of the tree enemies over there in the ground. Oh yeah, you'll notice I staggered this stone guardian. Certain enemies do have quite a bit of poise, but you can eventually break that poise with enough hits. And poise is basically the more poise an enemy or even you as a player have, the longer it takes for an enemy to stagger you. And the wolf ring we picked up actually increases your poise. Now that item right there is a really, really good armor set. However, these enemies are all surrounding that armor, so you want to back off. But you don't want to back off, you don't want to aggro all of them at the same time. Anyway, you'll notice that my claymore isn't doing as much damage to these stone guardians as could be. That's because certain enemies are weak to certain types of damage. And these stone guardians are more weak to blunt type damage than they are slashing damage. Now, that stone guardian and those two trees there are going to wake up as soon as I pick up this armor. At least they usually do. However, you can pick it up without aggroing them. And this is the Elite Knight armor. This set is insanely good. However, there is a problem with this set. Notice how slow I'm moving. Yeah, this armor, while being really good, is insanely heavy. Anyway, yeah, there was some snakes attached to the tree there. Those snakes can kill you. I believe they have a grab attack. So, and I believe it can poison you, so I've never actually been attacked by them because I usually just kill them straight away. Yeah. Anyway, there's another stone guardian here, and there's another one near the place going up to a boss. Okay. Right. So going to heal up real quick. Right. And here's the other Stone Guardian I mentioned. There we go. Over here is another tree with some snakes on them. There we go. Anyway. Right, so our top of this tower is the boss. However, in this bush over here, we have a summon, Witch Beatrice. Right, now, remember earlier on, when I said the Caduceus round shield would be good for a certain boss? This is that boss. This is where the shield is going to come in handy. As this boss, there's a boss right up there. This boss only uses magic based attacks. Now unfortunately, because I don't have a bow, I can't damage it right now. So Beatrice is going to have to deal with damage. Now that's one attack you don't want to hit you, even if you've got this shield, because it'll break your poise, it'll break your stamina, and it'll break your one-shot. So I've been one-shot by that so many times. Well, the moonlight butterfly's dead. Now, is the better bonfires mod gonna have a bonfire out top of this tower? Probably not. But we're gonna find out. Nope, no it doesn't. That's fine. Now this dead blacksmith here has Rush Fire Basement Key, a Divine Ember, and a Homeward Bone. Now I'm going to use said Homeward Bone, and I am not going to level up just yet, as there's one item I want to get, and I should have used two of those. Whoops. And the item I'm getting early rather than late game. Is to get it out of the way. So Andre has an item I want. Purple moss clump. Nice. Anyway, the Moonlight Butterfly Soul. You can consume it to give you 1,200 souls, or you can use it to upgrade a +10 spear to the Moonlight Butterfly Horn. Moonlight Butterfly Horn is a magic-based weapon, so you do need to have a good amount of intelligence on your character to use it. Yes, I consider it to be the best weapon for sorcery builds, as the amount of damage it can do is just insane.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that. Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Okay, so the item I wanted to get is the Quest of Artorias for 20,000 souls.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
And we are going to use the Quest of Artorias straight away. See this door next to a bonfire? This door is locked. However, with the Quest of Artorias in hand, the door shall open. And now, I am going to rest with this bonfire one more time. And that is where I am going to end it. So, a huge thank you to everyone who came to a stream tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing a Sailor Moon game, and tomorrow's stream is going to be a tribute stream to the Japanese voice actor for Sailor Jupiter, as she recently passed away. So yeah, so tomorrow's stream will be a dedication stream to Jupiter's voice actress. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, huge thank you to everyone who watched tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a good night. See you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.